In the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Who's you rapping? I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't capping, I'm soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm born, I'm ready or not. I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't need swine. So the Jacob did biblical, my flow, the whole God. Save money, ground up, in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the fake route rush, more vacays, more bluffs, more race, more Ford trucks, more on a tour bus, more pork cup, toast to the winners, throw it up.
Just west of downtown.
What's 6 o'clock on? What's 6 o'clock on?
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain bird the chains in the game? No post office, we stand for time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nikes and cars. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even buy the meat. Heavyweight, I know my way around the way. Just like Shorty know my way around the storm. Making hits with hit, boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Correct the breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused one more boy, y'all better get your boys. Leave me out of the week. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you boo, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a one-run story between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver.
Updated the score, then they showed the winning team.
And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got room.
One way to start a game.
The game sees 75 yards. These people haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And we'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, these two teams have been up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
Traded Kelsey to the Chargers in the division. It's insane.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
Right.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of worries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Is that the incorrect read or just more air on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down.
I did some things and get nothing from it. I was like, no, if it could change on me, mama just pray for me. I know you stuck to the wait on me. Mama just wait on me. I know they ain't showing up to me. Someone will cut to me, nigga. Don't fuck with my cool ass. Man, I don't fuck with me. So you feel back for me. I got to work for my whole day.
On 4th down, Herbert being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have anybody giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. There's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jr. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Sometimes I think like, what's the likelihood of Kobe down? In the I-8, I drop the top to let my roadie shine. Make all these bitches stop and still like, girl, you know he's fine. Looking at this girl.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
No point in church because the preacher can't keep them poles from clapping.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That'll give him 8 that time, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cause the way I lost my goals was track. Remember how we came up like them? This was supposed to happen.
Now it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throw left side, and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. very difficult task right now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time, you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
I've been this way since I was 18. The same night I fall in love, I've been fading. Who can you trust? Not at your mainstream. No, don't got no trust. I've been changing.
First, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Right there because he got flushed out of the pocket. Locked eyes with his wide receiver who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Trying there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos at 12-4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is...
I don't mean to rush, but I easily fall in love. In my head, I know that ain't right, but I believe in first sight. Yeah, we can fall in love right here tonight, right away, and be together for life. No more cold Decembers, lonely cold December. No Decembers, lonely cold December. No more.
Coach, you show your team some trust instead of just talking about winning, the very next game. You point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 26 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 13-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of these guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 31, Herbert trying the out route. He's got Apple. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now 1 minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and put the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we'll reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Up the middle with Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly aren't running up today, because they forced big turnovers already. It's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
I did everything I said I would.
3rd and long, it's Wilson.
I mean, the world to the now, but they don't know what I'm headed for.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 16, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation up for him.
Now that's a son of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? It's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. Now the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Abandonment issues I'm getting treated for. How much water can I fit under the bridge before it overflows? My son's got to learn that forgiveness is a lonely road.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Joey and Nick.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like a spot right in midfield at the 50. 93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Wilson. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
He stiff arms him, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football booth?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Touchdown, Chargers. Travis Kelce. Fine work there on a touchdown run. And the Chargers are back within a score. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape over their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I think they tried to fool them on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position, no one was fooled on that play.
Lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Even when they shot, now they shot me out. Go ahead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has it up for the first. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the counter, here's Williams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Reminiscing about the older days.
Here's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big, half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today as they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because this confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the